And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. MLB The Show's Game of the Week is coming your way. It's the Philadelphia Phillies going up against the Atlanta Braves. Taking a look at today's starter, who's been going through a bit of a rough patch lately. His recent outings haven't exactly gone as planned, Singy.
Yeah, he hasn't looked himself out there, Boog. And normally he's got that fastball popping the catcher's mitt and the slider darting, but lately hasn't had great command. A couple of good innings might be all it takes to get him back on track.
Pitch coming your way next. All right, just about set to go. And on the hill in this one, Spencer Strider. What's the word on him?
A really good outing for him last time. Scattered 2 runs, was attacking hitters, getting ahead in the count. Great performance. We'll see if he can do it again in this one.
So digging in now for Philadelphia, Trey Turner. That one finds the zone, and with that, we're underway in Atlanta. Ball. Breaking ball through there for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, that's a curveball that people like to describe as a hammer or Uncle Charlie, and you can see why. It's not a looping slow curve. He throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end.
This is Bryson Stott.
He's done a great job making contact recently, working on a 5-game hitting streak.
Ball one, no strikes.
Strider's a guy known for his velocity. He can bring it, but that wasn't always the case. Coming back from an injury in college, Strider was throwing 94 to 96 miles per hour, Boog, when the Braves drafted him. Now he lights up the radar gun with triple-digit speeds.
Here's a 1-1. Check swing, no appeal.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss.
2-2 count.
And it's filled up.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch.
Good zip on that fastball at the bottom of the zone. If he's there all day, it's going to be a tough one for the hitters.
Outside, and that is ball 4. That's a great at bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
In the dirt. Throw to second, not in time. He's there easily. Stop. Into scoring position on the wild pitch, and there goes the double play possibility.
Well, Boog, not exactly making him earn it right now with the walk and now a wild pitch. He's going to need to find a way to refocus out there, get back in the strike zone before this unravels on him.
1 out and a runner at second here in the second game of the series. Not in time. Great effort, but it's an infield hit.
Fielder got a piece of it, but the way that thing came off the bat, no surprise at all. He couldn't pick it cleanly. It's a very difficult play, and that swing definitely was deserving of a hit.
First and second, one out. Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. 2 hits in the game last night. On the ground, right side. And that's a fair ball. Headed for the plate. He will score, and they take the lead. And it's an RBI single, 1-0.
Man, he just absolutely turned on that one. Ripped it down the line. Nice job of staying in his mechanics.
Runners at the corners here, 1 away. Here's the third baseman, Alec Bohm. Cut on and lifted in the air. Profar brings it in. Runner tags for home. That's a sacrifice fly as he comes across. It's 2-0.
There you go. Nice little RBI there. It's a great at bat. Got the job done. He's given up a couple of runs, but the pitch count really not as high as you would think. Might be able to get through this one under 25 pitches.
Nick Castellanos in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike.
Ball.
Swing and a miss.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball. Slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
The pitch. Outside. 2-2. Left field. Profar settles under it. Makes the grab. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. Bottom half of inning number 1 coming up. It's the Phillies 2 and the Braves 0. Back here in Atlanta and getting to start, Zach Wheeler. Chris, a sub-3 ERA for him a year ago.
Well, when your numbers are coming in under 3 as a starting pitcher that's going out there every 4th or 5th day, taking the ball, competing against really good big league hitters, it's extremely impressive. And you wonder what he figured out last year that he can carry into this season that can help him to maintain that number or even drop it lower. We'll see, but we know he's got good stuff, and he should be really good in this one today. Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot. So, Boog, here's an interesting fact about Acuna. He has the most home runs at Truist Park. He passed Freddie Freeman for the top spot in 2023, and I think he might hold that record for a while.
Going to count 1 and 2.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
Got it. 1 out.
Well, just excellent location on that inside fastball. Really locked him up. And as a hitter, it's not typically what you're looking for. You're trying to protect away and then in, so you can be a little bit tardy with 2 strikes. Hard to tell if he was fooled or if he thought it would be called a ball, but either way, that's a really nice pitch.
So now to the plate for Atlanta, Michael Harris II. Fastball for a strike. One out, base is empty. And that drops in for a strike.
Well, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
That one missed. Gets a piece and stays alive. Just outside. 2-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
On the ground to first. Harper steps on the bag. 2 up, 2 down.
Batting third.
Here's the Atlanta Braves lineup. It features a great veteran presence, Marcell Ozuna.
Boogie had over 100 RBIs last year, and that's just a huge year. You've got to have men on base, but you've also got to be able to come through in the clutch, and that's exactly what he did. See if he can back that up in this season.
2 outs, base is empty. Marcell Ozuna coming up to hit. And that one is inside ball 1. Ozuna with some impressive production lately. That misses the zone, and the count is 2-0.
You don't stick at the major league level unless you can string together consistently solid performances. Right now, he's showing us why he's lasted in the big leagues.
2 outs, base is empty. Ball 4, tried another curve but couldn't locate it.
Boog, if I were him, I'd be nibbling around the plate as well. I mean, this guy's just capable of hitting pitches outside of the zone and driving them a long way.
So, man aboard. Here's a big power threat. Matt Olson. In the zone for a strike. That was the sweeper. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Ozuna off of first with 2 away. And misses inside. Right through there, got him. And that is that. Braves strand 1. They trail it here 2-0. And we're back. Second inning set to go. Here's the center fielder, Brandon Marsh.
Strider out there on the mound for this one, and he's a guy who had a really impressive college career but needed Tommy John surgery while playing for Clemson.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Backed off the plate that time. Got him swinging. And now it's JT Realmuto. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
You know, Boog, Strider spent time with a sports psychologist at Clemson while rehabbing from his surgery. They talked a lot about the concept of purpose and the importance of having a defined goal for everything you do. You know, it's something Strider now preaches himself.
Next offering is down low. And there's a breaking ball that drops in there.
Nasty 2-0 slider there for a strike. That tells you he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch.
The next offering misses. Ball 3. And that one fouled off. 3, and that's 2 in a row. Now batting Max Kepler.
He's been tearing it up at the plate recently. Chance to extend that hitting streak to 10 games here.
And a breaking ball misses outside. Kepler hitting 9th in today's lineup. He joined the team as a free agent. Just missed.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. This one's got a chance. And gone out to the deepest part of the field. And they boost their lead. It's 3-0.
Already playing with the lead, and now they're celebrating a home run. They're having a great time out there. Took on the big part of the yard for that home run and just barely got it over the wall. I thought for a second he brought it back out there too. He gave it a great effort, but you know, those plays are so tough to pull off, and I'm sure he'd love to have another shot at it.
Back to the top of the lineup, Trey Turner, the next to hit. Liner, base hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
Now batting.
Now the number 2 hitter, Bryson Stott. He walked and came around to score his first time up. And that's in there for strike 1. Turner runs. And a foul ball. Two outs. Check swing. Now an appeal to third. And he went around. Not an easy call there, but that puts an end to the inning. So they pick up a run on 2 hits. No errors and a man left. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Phillies 3 and the Braves nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now the third baseman, Austin Riley. Singing, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He's the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field. A 3-0 lead is great, but you can't get too comfortable. Got to stay aggressive, keep attacking hitters, try to cruise through this ball game.
Hard on the ground to first, and he handles it himself for the out.
Batting 6, left fielder, Jerickson Profar.
Profar climbs in on that left side. Fastball in for a strike. 0-1. Wheeler, when you talk about his skill set, he stops teams from getting hits. That's the thing that he's so good at. He's just really difficult to get base hits against. Profar gets a piece there.
Well, he's got power, and he has a reputation of being a strike thrower. So, to his advantage, he can expand the zone.
And there's a ball.
He can throw that fastball slightly above the top of the strike zone to get hitters to chase. He can also break it off because when you're geared up for good velocity, it's hard to stay back. You have to make a decision really early.
That one not close. And a full count now. So what's the approach from an offensive perspective against a guy that doesn't give up a lot of hits?
I think you just kind of have to lean out over the plate and, take your base. But seriously, you just have to try to shorten up. I think guys choking up on the bat a little bit to have some more bat control, be a little bit quicker, and don't get greedy.
Two down, bases empty. Ozzie Albies up to the plate. And first offering is fouled off. He swings and fouls one off. 2 down, nobody on. Foul ball, still 0-2. And that skips in the dirt. Pitch misses, and that's ball 2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
Quite the matchup we're seeing here. 6 foul balls in this at-bat alone. Really making him work out there.
Headed towards the corner. Castellanos on his horse. Can't get there. This one lands foul. Just off the outside part of the plate.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. And that's low for ball 4. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at-bat.
When you go that deep into an at-bat, the hitter usually comes out on top.
So here's Murphy now. Murphy went deep in his most recent game. Fastball for a strike. 0-1.
There it was, a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
Swings and misses. And the count is 0-2.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good. And then by the time he gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
On the ground. Throws to first. That ends the frame. 1 left for Atlanta. They trail in this one 3-0. Back at Truist Park, here comes Bryce Harper.
Bryce Harper.
Strider back to work. And that's downstairs. Ball 1.
1-0.
That one pushed to the left and foul. Strider deals. Right through there for a strike. That one way inside. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
Now batting.
And Kyle Schwarber will come up. RBI single his last time up. And the first pitch misses for ball one. That clips the inside corner for a strike. And a big swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Just missing there. And the count is 2-2. Swing and a ground ball. First two batters retired here in the top of the third.
Now batting, third baseman, Alec Bohm.
And here comes Alec Bohm. Drove in a run with a sac fly his first time up.
This is important. If he can go 1, 2, 3 here, will be a very positive sign for him and for his team.
And that's in for a strike. And it's 0-1.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
And a swing and a miss.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
Just missed.
Well, it's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
And he hits a ground ball right side. Throw on to Olsen. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Down quickly go the Phillies. But they're on top by a count of 3-0. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Orlando Arcia.
And he takes a strike. Strike 2. Ball one there.
2 strikes.
Fastball is outside. That one ripped left field. Going back. Caught just shy of the wall.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
So the lineup flips over. And next for Atlanta, Ronald Acuna Jr. That one a little bit high. And that is ball one. There's a strike.
No, here's a player who hits the ball a mile when he connects. In fact, Acuna is the first player in the StatCast era to hit 10 straight home runs, all traveling more than 420 feet. He's not exactly just clearing the fences out there.
One down, base is empty. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
On a bounce right side. Stop. The throw to first, and that is that. Braves go down quickly here. Still down 3-0. Back here in Atlanta, out of the fourth. Now it's the right fielder, Nick Castellanos. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, these Phillies showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. It's not just the 3 runs they've already scored. On top of that, they forced this starter to throw more pitches than he wanted to at this point of the game.
On the corner for a strike, and the count 1-2.
And that pitch count is impactful because if they can keep making him work hard out there, it may force the bullpen to get involved a little sooner rather than later.
Struck him out looking. Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. He's 0 for 1.
Brandon Marsh.
Chris, we were excited to watch him pitch. This is a little more along the lines of what we were expecting performance-wise.
Yeah, but great pitchers like this, you may get one opportunity in one inning to get to them, to get some runs up on the board. And if you don't take it then, you may see zeros the rest of the ball game.
On the ground, right side. Albies over to first in time. 2 quick outs here in the top of the fourth.
Up next for Philadelphia, catcher JT Realmuto.
It'll bring up JT Realmuto. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Climb the ladder with that fastball. Strike 1.
One and one.
2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. In the air, right side. Acuna has it sized up. Hauls it in to end the inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. And midway in the 4th, it's the Phillies 3 and the Braves nothing. And we're back. John Shelby and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Marcell Ozuna. Now fly ball to right center. Castellanos sizing this one up and puts the squeeze on that one. 1 away.
Up next for the Braves, first baseman.
And now it's Matt Olson's turn to hit.
This is a guy that really has the ability to be more than just a slugger and a home run hitter, but to hit for average, to get on base, and to drive the ball out of the ballpark.
On the ground to first. And he takes it himself for the out.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Here comes Austin Riley. That one finds the zone. Strike 1.
0-1.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
And that one is downstairs. And the count is 1-2.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
In the dirt, and the count now even up. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. And the Braves go down quietly. They trail it here 3-0. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well. First offering and it just misses. Movement in the Atlanta bullpen. Pierce Johnson up and throwing. Bummer also throwing. Swings through that one for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same
Now
page right
batting,
now.
shortstop Trey Turner.
So the Philly batting order turns over. And now for the Phillies, Trey Turner. Inside, just missed.
Hey, partner, back in 2023, Turner homered off the same pitcher twice in the same inning. Only a few players have ever done it, and his were against his former team, the Washington Nationals.
Out to short. Tosses to first. Turner is out.
Now batting, second baseman Bryson Stott.
2 outs, base is empty. And now Bryson Stott.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
That's in there. 0-2. And the slider just misses.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. And the Phillies are set down in order. Phillies go down quietly in the inning, but they lead it 3-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's Profar now.
Profar.
Profar, 32 years old, and he was selected to the All-Star game last year.
You know, these Braves, to put it bluntly, need to put together more competitive at-bats, and I don't think they've lived up to their own expectations at the plate. They really haven't worked many deep counts or long at-bats, and that's fine if you're having a lot of success, but at this point, I think it's time to make an adjustment.
Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. He reached on a walk his first time.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the 3rd or 4th pitch of just about every at-bat.
And that's downstairs and outside. And a foul ball. Swing and a miss. Now 1-2.
He can live up in the zone all game if hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Makes the grab, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, catcher.
2 down, bases empty. Here's Sean Murphy. Grounded out his first time. And there's a foul ball.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he's attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This has been a treat to watch.
Next offering is fouled back. The Braves trailing by 3. Last half of inning number 5. Swing and a miss. Wheeler gets the strikeout. He's through 5 without allowing a hit. It's the Phillies 3 and the Braves nothing.
Now pitching for the
Left-hander out of the
Braves.
bullpen, Aaron Bummer.
Number
Bringing in the
49.
lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
For Philadelphia.
Here's Bryce
First
Harper at the
baseman,
plate
Bryce
now.
Harper.
Growing up, he experienced a moment straight out of the sandlot. Harper was getting ready to play for Team USA, but he didn't have a bat, so he borrowed one from his dad.
Okay.
The bat was autographed by Pete Rose. His dad wiped the autograph clean and told Bryce to use it. I'm not sure how many dads would have done that.
2-0.
2-0 count, great hitter at the dish. If you're going to miss, you've got to miss outside the zone. You miss inside the strike zone, you'll be asking the umpire for a new baseball.
Up and in, and that's ball 3.
Here's something interesting. Lots of Braves have thrived here at Truist Park, but one guy who's done well as a visiting player, Bryce Harper. Over the first 6 years this park was open, he hit 12 homers in just 43 regular season games.
Now batting,
You know, I think he's
designated
okay
hitter,
with that
Kyle
outcome.
Schwarber.
It wasn't an intentional walk, but he wasn't exactly trying to attack the zone either.
That one down the line, and foul ball. Next pitch is outside. The Braves bullpen has some activity. Pierce Johnson getting ready to come in for manager Brian Snitker. Harper gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Swung on, belted. And it one-hops the wall. Coming home. The relay to the plate. It's offline. The run comes in, and they lead by 4.
Puts a run on the
Now
board and
batting,
picks up an
third
RBI.
baseman,
Put a
Alex
pretty good
Bowman.
jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. And now it's Alec Bohm. Right through there for a strike. Runner at second, nobody out. The next
That's a
pitch
ball.
misses. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
That one the other way. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
Well, from the time you're a little
Up next
leaguer,
for
you're taught to
Philadelphia,
hustle out of the
right
box
fielder,
and give it a
Nick
full sprint
Castellanos.
through the base regardless of how you hit it. And he didn't make great contact, but the effort was there, and he earns the base hit.
Nick Castellanos at the plate now. And that is out of play. Traffic on the bases with 1 already in, and we're the top half of the 6th. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Great spot to be in right here for the pitcher. You can either strike this guy out or get a ground ball double play.
And a swing and a miss, and that's the first out.
Well, clearly just anxious right there, and understandably so. In an 0-2 count, you feel like you've got a lot of plate to cover, and you don't want to strike out, and you end up striking out. That's just one of those pitches where It's not over the plate, but because you committed to it as it was leaving his hand, by the time you realized it wasn't going to be in the zone, it's too late to hold up your swing.
Brandon Marsh stands in for the Phillies. That misses the zone, and that's ball one.
1-0.
And that's in for a strike. Inside, almost got him.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. Two-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. That's a base hit as a run scores.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. That's a ball that a lot of times you'll see the shortstop or left fielder be able to get to if it hangs up in the air long enough. But right there, it just died and found a way to drop in on the green stuff for base hit.
2 on, 1 out. And up to the plate is JT Realmuto. 0 for 2 in this one.
It's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed.
Outside.
Just missed. Runners at first and second with 1 gone. Fly ball down the line, and that will drop foul. And that's outside. 2-1. And that one hammered way back there. Out of here. A home run off the foul pole. He circles the bases, and they throw 3 on the board. It's 8-0.
Well, he really crushed that thing down the line, and everyone had to hold their breath until it clanked off the pole. And every time that happens, it just kind of feels like a trick shot or something. But really, it's just a stroke of luck that it stays fair long enough.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Aaron Bummer won't go any further. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound.
Now pitching.
Bryce Elder gets the ball now.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is.
Elder.
Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Base is empty, 1 away, and digging in for Philadelphia, Max Kepler. That one off the mark. 1-0. Elder, a former All-Star. He features a sinker, a slider, a four-seamer, and he works in a changeup. This one smoked on its way out of here. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. His second home run of the game, and they add to the lead. It's 9-0. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
So the batting order turns over. Here's Turner now. Line drive. Harris calls it in, 2 away.
Now batting, second baseman.
2 outs, base is empty. Bryson Stott stands in for the Phillies. That one close, ruled a ball. Ball 1. And that one inside, and it hit him.
Well, he's just glad that he got hit with an off-speed pitch there instead of a fastball. Man, that would have hurt a lot more if it had velocity.
Bryce Harper.
And now here is Harper. And that's too high.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
One missing inside, so now 2-1 to Harper. That one is absolutely belted. And it hits the fence. And that'll put runners at the corners with 2 away.
Now batting, designated
So they're at the corners now. Here's the Phillies DH, Kyle Schwarber.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
Out to short, base hit, and a run in to score.
Now batting, third baseman, Alec Bohm.
So 2 on with 2 away. Alec Bohm stands in for the Phillies. On the outside corner, 0-1. Harper at second, Schwarber at first, 2 out of the inning. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now 10-zip. You're dialed into the show. This game's a bit of a blowout, Siggy. Let's talk about something random.
Let's do it.
All right, Siggy, we've been in all the press boxes. You got best press box food.
I say press box food because of the ice cream. We have to go Philadelphia.
Yeah. Shout out to our guy Frank.
Yes. New York for me is pretty good. Yankees?
Yeah, solid.
Yeah.
Ripped, but it curls foul.
As far as ballpark food, one of my favorite places is San Francisco.
Garlic fries, yo.
Garlic fries, and you got the lobster roll out there in the outfield if you want to make the walk all the way out there.
It's great, though, broadcasting a game with that zoo breath where you could just, I mean, absolutely levitate some people with your breath. And a swing and a miss. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Oh, really expanded the zone right there with that fastball off the outside corner of the plate. Got him to chase it. That's a tough one to lay off of because it starts close to you and just continues to run away from you in that batter's box. So it's a really nice pitch with 2 strikes.
Acuna stands in now and watches strike 1. Fought off foul.
But we got the crab fries in Philadelphia, is that right?
Yep, and then
it's been a long time for me.
Boog's Barbecue at Oriole Park.
I knew you'd go there.
That's right.
Yeah. Anyway, you can work in your name, huh?
That's right. On the ground, and that's through. Their first hit of the ball game. So a man aboard now with 1 away. Man at first, and now the center fielder, Michael Harris the second. He's grounded out a couple of times. In there for strike 1. Called strike right there.
All right, now he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
On the ground, 2 ball. Flips to second. That's 1. On to first. Double play. And that's the inning. 6 innings in the books, and there will be no hitter. It's the Phillies 10 and the Braves nothing. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far.
Hey, is Undisputed a part of your lineup on the channel?
Elder back to work. Just missed. Next offering is in for a strike. That catches the corner. Line to left, and that's just foul. Next offering misses down and away. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Profar settles under it, makes the grab, and there's 1 down.
Now batting, center fielder
Brandon Marsh getting ready to hit. First pitch just misses. Base is empty, 1 away here in the top half of inning number 7. And that one sliced foul. That's down and in. That pitch in for a strike. 2-2.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger. And perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at bat to hit.
He swings and hits a fly ball center field, and it falls.
Now batting.
So a man at first. So digging in now for Philadelphia, JT Realmuto. On the ground to third. And that's a fair ball. The throw in, and he's safe. So it's first and third with 1 down.
Up next for Philadelphia.
Here comes the manager out of the Braves dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Bryce Elder won't go any further tonight, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching.
New pitcher for the Braves, Dylan Lee.
Number 52.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Max Kepler at the plate, and the way he's going in this one, we've been waiting for his spot to come around again.
All right, listen, everyone, stop what you're doing right now. This guy's got 2 home runs already. Now he's going for number 3.
Yeah, that's fouled off.
Runners on first and third and 1 out. Great position to be in.
Nothing happening on the bases, though. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. March at third. Realmuto over at first with 1 away. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, that's the money maker right there. 2 strikes, slider down and away from a same side thrower as the hitter. I mean, that's just tough. You're looking to protect with 2 strikes and very difficult to lay off.
And that one is lifted in the air. Harris has a beat on it. He's there. He's got it. And that is that. The Braves pen comes through in fine fashion. 7th inning stretch time. It's the Phillies 10 and the Braves nothing. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. And first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Stirring in the Phillies bullpen, Jordan Romano up and loosening in the pen. Ross, a hard throwing right-hander, up as well. Here's the pitch to Ozuna.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
This one popped up. Stop. Calls it in, and there's 1 away.
Now batting, first baseman, Matt Olson.
Here's Matt Olson down.
What makes him special is a lot of pitchers lose movement in their stuff the deeper they go into a game, but he's just different. We see plenty of breaking his pitches even when he's running a little low in the tank.
And it's fouled away. Fouled off left side. Next offering upstairs.
I don't like to say he wasted a pitch. I think that was a purpose pitch. Change the eye level, have him look up. Now go back exactly where you want to go.
Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. The Braves with a lot of ground to make up here at the bottom of the 7th. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. His 2nd of the year, and they're on the board. It's 10-1. He put a charge into that one.
That was a lightning swing right there, no doubt about it. Sinker can be a pretty tough pitch because of the late life and movement, but somehow he got the barrel to that pitch, stayed through it. Really nice job of staying on the backside until it was time to transfer that weight, and a really nice home run.
Here's Austin Riley. And first offering is fouled off. And ball 1.
1-1.
Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. They go back to back. His 4th home run of the season. It's 10-2.
Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Now batting Jurickson Profar. Foul ball there. They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. Just missed. And a foul ball. Still only one out here in the inning. Pitch in the dirt. It's 2-2.
99 pitches, about to throw his 100th here in the 7th inning. This is where you really start looking for any signs of fatigue.
Got him looking, and he did not like the call. Didn't agree with the call at the plate right there.
Now, Boog, in a game like this, that's just too close to take. It's a blowout game. Guys have been out here for a while. Umpires saying, hey, let's go. Cut it loose. Swing the bat.
2 down, base is empty. And here comes Ozzie Albies to the dish. Right through there for a strike. Two outs. And the sweeper is off the plate.
1-1.
The 1-1 is fouled off.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
And a ball evens the count.
2-2 the count.
Battling here as he fouls it away.
Three and two.
Got him looking. That's his 9th strikeout so far. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now a 10-2 ball game. This is MLB The Show's Game of the Week. The 8th inning is coming your way next. Back here in Atlanta, all set for the start of the inning. Here's the second baseman, Bryson Stott. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike. Lee goes 6 feet 3 inches, 215 pounds, and he was a 10th round pick back in 2016. That's inside. Next offering is in for a strike. And a good eye there. Swings and misses. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Harper in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball.
Inside ball.
A swing and a soft liner. Puts it away for the out.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Kyle Schwarber.
2 outs, base is empty. So here's the Phillies DH, Kyle Schwarber. On a line out towards center. Dives, but it falls. And now it looks like extra bases. In safely with a double, his 2nd of the day.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Just a very nice approach and swing right there to use the big part of the field. Everything was on time. He stayed balanced through the entire swing and just launched that one into center.
Man in scoring position with 2 away. Alec Bohm digs in now. First pitch, and he just misses. Schwarber at second with 2 down. Aye. Swings and misses. And it's 1-2.
He has a tendency to chase out of the zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
Way inside, gets out of the way. Man at second. Popped up. Albies. He makes the grab, and that's the 3rd out. Phillies strand 1, and the lead stays at 8. It's 10-2.
Now pitching for
Back
Philadelphia.
now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Jordan Romano.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
Off with a brave
now it's the Atlanta catcher, Sean Murphy. He's built his reputation as one of the top framers in the sport. And a strike in there. The 0-1. Now one missed.
That two-seam fastball is usually coupled with a slider away, and when a hitter's conscious of the pitch in, it's hard for him to cover middle away, and that's where a pitcher can really finish off that batter.
Just missed.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And there's a ball.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
3-1 now. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like he did right there.
Here's Orlando Arcia. This one in the air. Real Muto gets under it. Makes the catch, and there's one gone.
Boy, that was a hanging breaking ball right there. I think he tried to do a little bit too much. Sometimes those eyes can get really big. I think his swing broke down as well, and that's what caused him to pop it up.
Here's Ronald Acuna Jr. at the plate. 1 for 3. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1. Some bullpen action for Philadelphia. Tanner Banks, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Man at first, 1 away. And that one popped in the air, left field. Kepler makes the grab, 2 down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Michael Harris the second will hit next. 3 groundouts already. He's 0 for 3. And first offering is fouled off. The Phils up big in this one here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Late swing, foul to the left. Up the middle. They take the force out, and that is the inning. Braves strand one, and the deficit stays at 8. It's 10-2. Back at Truist Park, we go to the ninth, and now the right fielder, Nick Castellanos. And there's the strike.
0-1.
On the ground to the left, and it goes just foul. That one misses. 1-2 to count.
His understanding of the strike zone, very impressive. That was a very close 0-2 fastball. I just don't know how you take that.
That one in the dirt, and it's 2-2. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. High fly ball out to left field. Profar has a beat on it. Nabs it, and there's one down.
Now batting, center fielder,
And now, Brandon Marsh. And there's the strike. Base is empty, one away here at the top of the ninth. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
0-2.
And that's downstairs and outside.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Next pitch, a slider that misses outside. And they'll do it again. Here's a 2-2. Stays alive.
Hanging in there pretty good against the lefty.
One down, base is empty. And that one missing low.
Still just the second batter of the inning, and on the mound he's already thrown 13 pitches. They've got him working hard out there.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
2 down, base is empty. And now for the Phillies, JT Realmuto. He's already homered in this game. That one finds the zone. That's strike one. Ball one there.
Ball one.
Next pitch is outside. Popped up to the left into foul ground. Corrals it, and that is that. And we're back. Now here is Marcell Ozuna.
Marcell Ozuna.
And a swing and a miss.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, That slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
That one missing inside. The 1-1. Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Hauls it in for the out.
Now batting, first baseman.
Here's Matt Olson. He's already homered here in this one. Misses inside, and that's ball one.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Next pitch misses, and the count now 2-0. Here's a swing and a line drive and a base hit into right field. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Up next for the Braves, third baseman.
Here is Austin Riley. Ground ball left side, could be two. Boom. Over to second. Out. A double play to end it.
Key to this game was that huge sixth inning. They jumped all over the opposing pitching, and it was like they knew what was coming. And that kind of confidence just takes a team to the finish line, and that's what they did. They got the win in this game.
10-2 the final in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by the Game of the Week. I'm John Shambi. We'll talk to you soon.